Hello the internet, it is Sunday the 17th of January 2021 and welcome back to the channel. Live streams, hey? What did we learn? What did we learn from the IRL streams I've done on the weekend that's just preceded this stream? Well, this is still the weekend. Sunday being Sunday, still part of the weekend. Speaking of streaming, speaking of internet, speaking of viewers, we weren't speaking of those. I'm a little nervous. I'm on YouTube. I'm a little nervous. I did get a copyright strike from those streams on YouTube. I was restreaming to YouTube. I was restreaming to Facebook, restreaming to YouTube, Trovo, Twitch, and Float, and I got a strike on YouTube for one of the songs that was playing on my my car audio equipment. By the way, this is extremely different to the streams I've just done. It's currently streaming to nobody watching, nobody in my chat, whereas on DLive I had 90 people at one point. Now 90, that is a record for me on DLive. Sans host, no host. I've been hosted by Mafugul before a bunch of times and got up to, I think we've got up to 300, 350 at one time. This was me streaming with no hosts and I got up to 90 viewers. Oh! Dingo's biting my toe. What the hell was that? Oh, you know what that is? Hang on, let me grab that out. I want to show you what that was because that was kind of freaky. Let me just get that out from under, it's underneath here. Look what that was. The edge of my bin. This is a broken. Yeah, look at the homebrew bottle caps in here. That's a broken part of the bin, and it bumped up against my big fat main toe and it spiked me. See how spiky that is? Ouchie mama, mamma mia. That wasn't fun. I thought something was down there biting me. There's a Jack can in there as well. Oh shit. I can't recall when we drank that. Yo, keep it down out there, dogs. Shush. So yeah, what are we gonna, well, how did we do? Shush. Dogs bark at nothing. Dogs bark at nothing. Band name, good name for a band. This is different. This is very different streaming here. I don't know if I like it, but that does raise the question: what would happen if DLive disappeared? If DLive went away, would I stream full time on YouTube daily? I don't know. I'd probably do that for a test. Probably do. Well, hang on. I do that every July. Am I going to do July this year? Yeah, good question. I don't know. Am I going to do July? Hey, you know what's happening? We're on the wrong, dudes. We're totally on the wrong camera settings here. You're gonna. Oh, hold on a second. How are we gonna do this? You're gonna lose me for a second. No, I'm gonna just change it here. We're on the wrong camera settings. I'm still on the IRL settings. Hold on a second. That's better. Wow, that's a bit freaky. Hopefully that just changed it seamlessly with no change for you. Yeah, that's better. That's the scene we like. Although that's a little darker, isn't it? I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I. No, that is definitely better. I think it's much more appropriate for streaming. I'm just streaming here. I don't even know if I'm going to stream for long. I'm just going to talk because there's nobody here. That's the beauty of YouTube, isn't it? Although I gotta say, if I went over to my YouTube dashboard and had a look at the reruns of those streams, there was people up there. You know what we could do? Let's just change the ISO up a notch here. That's down, you fool. 60, that's way too much. See, it goes from 800 to 1600, and that's just too much of a jump. What about if we upped the lighting scenario? Maybe we could go. I'm just going to test this shizzle here on the stream. Who cares? I'm going to turn my lights up a notch. We'll go from there to. Now, wait a second. Oh, shit, that was max. That was actually the maximum that those lights can go. By the way, let's turn on the AC here. I think that's going to be okay. So, oh, you know what we could do? This is what we should do here. Let's go over to YouTube here. Let's go to YouTube. Let's go to my Streamski. Give us a minute. I want to talk about what we've learned, but I'm not going to talk to nobody. Let's go and see on my stream. This is going to be interesting. What we could do? This is what we see. Look at this. Nobody commenting and 2 dislikes. The trolls, folks. The trolls. That's what I wanted to show you here. Nobody watching. Nobody commenting. 2 people watching and both disliked. So that tells you something, does it? Does it not tell you something? It tells you that the trolls are in force. They're in force. And hello, trolls. This is just for you. Go on. Go on. Let's see if we can get more than 2 dislikes. Go on. Crank it right up. I want more than 2. The 2s are not enough here. Let's get more than 2. Come on, I refreshed it. Come on. I've been live for 10 minutes. There's 2 people watching and 2 dislikes. So both of you that are watching this dislike it, but both of you are gutless enough to not say anything, right? You got no balls. You're ballless. All you can do is dislike. You won't comment. So this one's for you. Nice and slow. That's for you, you gutless pricks. But by the way, the dislike doesn't make a difference. We've already learnt that from last week's stream. When you searched for, what was it? HDMI 2.0? The video with the most dislikes came up in the, well, it didn't come up in the first search return, but it came up in pretty high in the search terms. So the dislike ratio to like ratio means jack shit. So again, that's for you. I'm going to turn this down a little. It's a little bit too much force. But it is nice. It is nice to have you here, you dicks. It is nice to have you here to just hang out. I mean, I'm not talking to anybody else, so I might as well talk to you. Come on, let's get more than 2 dislikes though. Let's crank it right up. I see 2 still. I see 2. 3 people watching now. 3 watching. Can we get 3 dislikes, folks? Can we get 3 dislikes? YouTube. I mean, I've just come off the back of a weekend of IRL streams. I think I streamed for a total of, I mean, it's got to be close to 10 hours, right? It's got to be close to 10 hours streaming. And now I'm on YouTube streaming to 3 people. And there are... Oh, Woozle Effect. Hello, Woozle Effect. Thank you, my friend. Jumping in the chit-chat. I'll hand over a friendly like. Thank you, man. How you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. Now we got a ratio of 1 to 2. 1 to 2. Should I dislike my own? I'm going to dislike my own. Ah, shit, I got to sign in. 1 to 2. It's even. So the haters versus the lovers. 1 to 2. I mean, this is interesting. If you want to get engagement, do a stream on YouTube to nobody and then just ask to get dislikes, because you know you will, right? It's easier to dislike something gutlessly than to say why you dislike it. So I'll just go ahead and have a bit of a chit chat about what I feel. I picked up the solo shot, by the way. It's charging right now, but I don't know if it's charging correctly. Woozle Effect. I heard that any engagement up or down is still engagement. Good times. Yeah, I mean, we took a look at this last week on my stream. We went and searched on YouTube for HDMI 2.0. This is the new HDMI protocol. And I'd found a video. Literally, the video was literally telling you what are the good and the bad things about this new protocol. And it had it was a pretty shitty video, I'm not going to lie. It had about, I think it was 9,000 dislikes versus about 2,000 uplikes. And that came in the search results, not when I did it on the stream, but the day that I did it or earlier that day, it came up as number 1 in the search results. If you literally, let's do it now. Let's see what happens. Search terms. Yeah. I'll keep it down over there, Gibbs. Let's go over here and do a search for HDMI 2.1. Sorry, not 2.0, 2.1. So yeah, here it is again. This video right here. So what's that? 1, 2, 3. The 4th video in the return search field. Check this out. And I'm not signed in here either, so there's no influence here. 2.3k dislikes versus 2.1k uplikes. So this video has more dislikes than uplikes, and it comes 4th in the search results. So trolls, again, this one comes across to you. Nice and slow. And also, I should give you this, because that's an actual thumbs up, because you are technically helping my channel. So I guess this isn't appropriate, is it? This is more appropriate. A slow uprising, upgoing thumb. That's more appropriate. So thank you, uprising thumb appropriation. People dislike facts all the time. It's not my facts. Yeah, I mean, what I found interesting here on my stream is that we literally had 2 people watching and 2 downvotes. So not only are they gutless, because they wouldn't... I mean, if you downvote a video, that's different because you don't have to put a comment there. You can just be like, oh, that video is shit, downvote. But on a live stream, when I'm literally asking you, what is it you dislike? There's only 2 of you watching, and there's 2 downvotes. So speak up in the chat. That's the point of a live stream. But they're wankers, gutless wankers. And especially after you're coming off a beautiful thing that I just came off. 2 days. If you're not sure what I did, I guess we can go over to the DLive and have a little look-ski. Let's go over here and go to dlive.tv. So if we go to dlive.tv, we will go to my channel up here on the right. My channel, and there's a rerun playing. We'll pause the rerun. Actually, that can just play anywhere, I guess. Oh, IRL stream here too. Oh, this is Janelli. IRL streaming in Janelli. The new train station. We went across there, hung out with Grazler. They came in quick with the downvote, so they're like subscribed, they don't even like it. That's true, Woozle. They didn't just stumble upon it. They're subscribed to the channel. Yeah, that's a very good point, my friend. So let's cruise down here to the replays. Now, if you'll notice in the... Let's just pause that. What you'll notice in the replay section, there are 4 thumbnails that are identical. Now, that is because we tried a few different things, and I want to talk about that. That's the point of this stream, to talk about what I've learned from doing an IRL stream from Stevan driving vast distances. So these 3 here, these first 3, so it goes from this one, this one, this one, and then the next day is this one. Now this one goes for 6 hours, 6 hours and 5 minutes. This one goes for 5 hours and 10 minutes. This one goes for 1 hour and 15. This one goes for 1 hour and 29. Now let's just take a look at, I guess, I'll take a look at the start of this one, or a part of this one. So if we just skim forward in. Oh, this is how it began. Let me just give you some guts here, some volume. So streaming through all the other platforms, and we will confirm if it's working. So what you can hear me doing there. Look good. No, it does. It is working. So at that point, I was just confirming that the stream was working because we'd already streamed about 30 minutes driving. And so I guess to put it down, the tech-wise, I use what's called an RTMP pull server in Restream.io. So those, and by the way, there's a little border around this. Unfortunately, that can't be changed. That's like, I'm using a hardware HDMI splitter. Or a merger, actually. It's merging 2 signals together, and it gives a default border of that color. It's kind of clunky. I wish I could I wish I could reposition it further into the screen and take the border off, but you can't. Maybe you can with firmware, I don't know. But so what we found happening at this initial phase was when we left the town I live in and we went between mobile towers, we dropped the RTMP pull server. And it dropped in a very interesting fashion. It went really psychedelic hazing, and the haze just came down like rain from the top. And so what I found was, and you can see this if you just go back in, like to the thumbnails here. Let's make sure that's paused. Go back to the replays. So
you should have told him you were an undercover copper.
Pause that. So when you've got 3 thumbnails or 4 thumbnails that are all the same, it's because the stream stopped and started again on DLive. And the reason it didn't stop and start again on day 2 and the stream went for a total of 6 hours and 5 minutes is because these test ones or these concept streams, I was trying different things. Like at one point I was using Restream.io to restream to all platforms. I even streamed to YouTube and got more views than now, right? And hardly any dislikes. But anyway, and what that means is when you're using the pull server and sending it back home here, the signal is going out from my OBS here, and so there's always a feed going into DLive, regardless of what comes into the server here. Do you see what I'm saying? Like if I stream naked, let's just say this is my camera and this is DLive. If I stream straight from my camera through the encoder, which is the LiveU Solo, into DLive, if the encoder drops a signal because of between towers, then the service to DLive stops as well, and therefore you get a second thumbnail and a second stream. But if the service goes from camera into an intermediary, my sunglasses represent an intermediary. This is my home. This is my OBS at home. So the stream goes from camera through the encoder, the LiveView Solo, into my laptop at home streaming OBS. My OBS at home sends that to DLive. Then that's always going to be sending. So regardless of what this does, if this stops sending, well, you're still getting a signal across to DLive. But the thing is, the signal will be a black screen. So there's often, in these ones here, there's often like, where's my mouse? I was just using it as a prop. In this one here, there's often parts where the screen goes either black or funky psychedelic colors. Stella, how you doing, Stella? Stella Beth, hey Stella. I'd love to do mobile IRL stuff around here one day. Cell data is just way too expensive out here. I mean, yeah, I guess that's always going to be a factor. And that's... So I have 2 cell plans. And the problem, and this is me thinking aloud about this, I feel like at the current stage of mobile technology in this country, I'm only speaking for Australia, and you just said your country is expensive, but I'm imagining, I mean, I see Baked Alaska before he got arrested. I see Baked Alaska, I see Lolly Socks, I see even Fuentes does IRL streams, and they don't drop the signal. Sometimes it gets a little sketchy, but they don't drop signals. So I feel like there's more cell towers covering more areas in the States. In Australia, given our population density and the spread of population, it's all centered on the coast of the country. So theoretically, if you travel the coast, you should be reasonably good with cell coverage, but there's lots of places between townships that just have none. Like, you go to the map, I got an app called Oz Towers, and you go and you see, you put your location in, and it gives you like a chart, or a map that has like a interlocking circles, and the purple is Optus and the green is Telstra or something, and maybe the other way around. And where those circles interact is where you get maximum coverage, but then the further up you go, the circle gets bigger, and eventually the circles don't touch, and there's gaps between where those circles even extend to. And that's where we lost signal a lot of times. Like you'll see here, let's take a look at this one here. Ah, see the problem? You need a pair of Oakleys to be the intermediary. Yeah. Maybe legit aviators will be that. That'll definitely solve it. So let's skip forward in this IRL here. Oh, this is when I was surfing. You people asked me. Let's make this full screen, by the way. Will that work on here? Oh yeah. So many people have asked me to do an IRL surfing stream, so I literally put my camera, I turned my camera, my inner in-car camera, I turned it around, I zoomed it in. Now I didn't have the correct lens on. If I had have had this lens, we could have gone in a lot tighter. That's how tight we could have gone, but I had the wide angle lens on instead. Not cool, my bad. But I'm surfing out there, and what I did was, to let you know when it was me that was surfing, I put up my surfboard in the air vertically, and I mean, it was pretty stupid. I went out there for half an hour. But what this is illustrating is that, and by the way, here, where's my mouse? So you can't really see, or maybe you can, on that hill, see my mouse right here? On that hill, right there is a cell tower. So last night, or the morning of, speaking of cell towers, we just dropped a few frames. The morning of this surf, I actually camped in, there's actually an airport, an airstrip right somewhere there. I camped next to the lake, or the estuary, and the cell tower was right behind me. So I had premium, oh, we're dropping frames like a mofo here. We just dropped 2,000 frames? Alright. Yeah, I had maximum cell coverage at that particular point because we were so close to a cell tower. So I want to show you how it looks when we lose signal, right? So let's just skip forward after the surf to about here, I suppose. I want you to see what it looks like.
Rubbing his anus, but it's only to get dry.
Oh, that's right. I was getting changed.
Calm down.
That's right. I was getting changed there.
Is that the correct mode?
Okay, so I guess we're at another beach there.
I don't want to get too political.
Hot frames, gotta drop them like they're hot. Hey Woozle, thanks man. It's me and you chatting here, dude. Stella's not here, I don't think.
Let's continue the drive.
So now we what?
How did we go? When can some Rob, if you're still here, Rob Mac, Perd Beer, how did we go when the stream when the bitrate dropped? What happened? Did the network buffering and all those changes we make, did it make any difference?
So we want to see what happens when we start driving away here, or when we get out of town.
In the chat to answer that, because I would really like to know.
We had a good time though. We were streaming.
State of mind.
It started pissing down. Got real stormy and cold. We went in the van and stayed in there in the rain. Like we had the that's right. We had the skylights open at night, and I was in the van drinking a beer and a Jack, and then the lightning came. Or the lightning was. I'm gonna go and have a look at that because the lightning was incredible. The sky lit up with big strikes of lightning, and then when we got in the van when it was hammering down, the skylights were open and the lightning like opened up above us. It was rad. I'm here, Stella. Are you ready to get married? Me? I mean, I was going to go for a surf, but I guess I could do both. After this, I was planning on going for a wave. I guess I could go and get hitched as well. What are you doing this afternoon?
Oh, no,
We haven't even dated, though. What, are we going straight for the marriage? We haven't even consummated our love and you want to get married? Shit.
I'm listening to... I'm listening to all my bands that start with the letter W.
All right. Come on,
It
Gibbs.
recovered. I think it's good. You changed the settings. Oh, wow. So it went sketchy, but then it came back? That's sick. All right. Awesome. Good to know. But time will tell, Pertsky. Yeah, that's true.
Time will tell.
And I think we're about to find out just how well time will tell, because we're about to go... I think we're going into a dull zone, dead zone. I can't remember. Definitely we're going to come back down here.
Oh, that's
sometime,
Tomakin.
and what we'll do is we'll...
Awesome down there.
This is the witches. We will park up. So when we come back down here, you won't be able to camp here, right? But what we'll do is we'll park in suburbia, and then I'll take my backpack out, and we'll go out until sunset. We'll cruise
You're watching
around,
me.
hanging out at sunset, and then I'll just end the stream at the beach or something, and I'll just walk back and jump in Steve Ann and go to sleep. That's the plan at that point, unless we find a really rad spot, which there isn't. But this place is so beautiful down here. Ah, shit.
Yeah, I really loved it down there. Place called Tomakin. I'm definitely going to go back there and do some IRL stuff. Perd Beer! Hey, Perdsky! Perd was in the chat the whole stream 2 days ago, or for the whole 2 days. Thanks for all your help, Perd Beer, by the way. What we're doing right now, Perdsky, we're just sort of like, we're just checking what went down. Like, we're just trying to see, I'm just trying to come to a conclusion of what I should do with these streaming from Steve Ann IRL content. Like, should we... By the end of this stream, I want to work out exactly what we're going to do, how we're going to approach this. I think I'm framing it together in my head, but I want to get the clarification from the chit chat. A surf hitch.
Look at this.
I've heard beer was there the whole time.
Isn't that lovely? I'm going to change.
Guess what I'm drinking? Oh, you're drinking what do you call it? A party can, don't you? A mega can. I'm only drinking
just
a water.
A lovely scene.
And it's not an Aldi beer. You're drinking a mega can, a Jack Danielson cola.
Very lovely.
So let's see what happens here when shit gets crazy. Oh, you're drinking a Grange. You're drinking a red wine. Oh wow, 2004 Grange. Which year is the insanely expensive one?
I kind of want to. Nah, don't worry about it.
Hope we don't get dinged on YouTube for this track. Actually, that's a good point. I should just turn that down a little. It's not really audible that that's Wolfmother, is it? I got dinged for somebody else. It wasn't a Wolfmother track.
That is a general store and a cafe.
I think it's that one. That's the one that's really expensive, 2004? Really? There's one that's like worth 70 grand a bottle or something, isn't there? So I'm just kind of trying to keep the volume down there in case I Google, and in Oz it's nearly 850 bucks. What's the occasion, Perdsky? What's the occasion, man? By the way, look how rocky. I mean, the GoPro's got great stabilization. The GH5 clearly does not compared. They're both in the same vehicle. They're both wobbling the same. But when we do the next IRL, I'm going to swap the cameras around. So the big scene is the road and the small scene is me. We couldn't do that on this stream because there's an audio routing issue. And it's specifically related to the hardware I'm using to join the two HDMI sources together. Oh, it's a Christmas present from your boss. You got a carton of 2004 Grange. That's a pretty damn good Christmas present. G'day, boss. What a cool boss. So as we leave this town,
I'm glad we took this little detour. Hey,
I really hope you iron out the problems. Yeah, Perd, what I think I'm gonna do, I think we're only gonna stream in the areas. So I want to go back to this one, Tomakan. We'll go back to Tomakan and we'll only stream, because watch this, as we leave the town, this is where the signal would degrade. I believe it happens pretty soon. There's a bit of a frame drop there. I heard a little glitch. So I think we're going to see some pretty hardcore degradation right about now, I guess. Right about now.
Steak?
Money's too tight for steak.
Steak?
Money's too tight for steak. Angus! How you doing, man? In Threadbow. Oh, dude. I did... Hey, man. Thank you for the super chat. I did see your comment. Where was it? I think you commented on the YouTube. I was restreaming to all the places, and I think you commented on the YouTube stream of the IRL saying it was snowing in Threadbow. And I looked at the news. You did get a small amount of snow there. Are you still there now? And is it snowing now? Dude, for those that aren't aware of what I'm talking about, it's the second month of summer in this country. Now, this country has summer the same time as the whole country. Like, where I am is the summer for the rest of Australia. And in the second month of our summer, of which there are 3 months of summer, the second and third are typically the hottest. January and February, typically our hottest months of the year. We're in January right now. Snowing in Threadbow. I mean, shit. Woozle, set up a pre-recorded bit to go live when the signal drops or your end for the breaks. I think Restream will let you do that depending on the plan. Woozle, that's exactly what I want to research, because I know that they have that feature, and I have a high, not the highest tier plan, but I do have a high tier plan. So I want to look into that. I want to see you stream direct to D-Live just to discount the problems. Well, Perdbeer, you what? Hang on, let me just see this happen. So okay, so we're losing it. And okay, for that there, Psychedelica. Psychedelica. It kind of looks pretty cool, but not cool, but. I want to see it fully fail. We have snow just about every month where I am. Good times. I have a mid-tier restream plan. I haven't looked into exactly how the pre-recorded stuff works. We'll do that in a second. We'll do it in a second, Woozle Effect, because I want to learn about that as well.
I want to do something. I'm not doing this on a crest though.
Now, what happens here is...
I saw a dirt road. Not that one. I don't want to do it on a crest. That would be a stupid idea. Guy go past.
I turned around to go and see this dirt road, to go and explore a dirt road. Unfortunately, what you don't see is
road next to the caravan park, and I want to see where it goes.
There was a diamondback python that people were lifting up and trying to. There was a snake catcher coming to get it, and I thought that'd be perfect content. But look, we're losing signal. Now I think it fully loses it here. I think it. Yeah. See. Okay, so I didn't do anything. That's how the stream then remains for quite some time. It sits like that for quite a while. And I'll just pause it because there's no point playing it. But what you're seeing is a lack of bandwidth. So there's just no cell tower reception. So Perdbeer, the thing is, no cell tower reception is no cell tower reception. Doesn't matter if you're going straight into D-Live. Doesn't matter if you're going into the pool server. If there's no signal... Oh man, I gotta sneeze here. If there's no signal to the towers, if there's no connection, it's nothing to do with where you're sending it. It's the fact that you're not getting it to start with. So what I really want to do, I want to look at my Restream account, see if I have the... Because this is what we could do. If we have the ability to set up a, technical difficulties out of area thing, I'll do that, and that'll come up in place of... So in place of seeing something like this on the screen, you'll see...
Money's too tight for steak.
Steak?
Angus, another super chat. Thank you, dude. Thank you for the $3. Snow made my trip heading over to Tumbaraba. Dude, I can't believe it. I can't believe it's snowing, man. It's summer, dude. Nearly every time I was there in summer, you've had snow on the peaks, but I don't think I saw it snow at Threadbow. Well, Threadbow is one of the peaks. Threadbow is, well, it's a ski resort, but it's not quite the peak of the mountain, but it is up on the mountain. Perdby, the biggest issue is not the reconnect. It's not reconnecting. So yes, I think the towers are the occasionally fucking... But the software or hardware problem as well. This is true. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, true. You're right. The thing is, okay, let me just go back over here. Let's kill this. If we go back to the other replays, where do we do that? We go back. Just pause that. So if we go back to here, and so these three replays here are the three that we... So this one here is direct in, I think.
Okay, it says offline.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so...
Online. Okay.
Perdby, but it was cutting when you're on the Princess Highway for like 30 minutes. That's... So Perdby, no. I guess... And I understand why you're saying that, but I guess you didn't understand exactly what I was doing, because when it cut, so I'm driving along, and every now and then you might have seen me periodically sort of look down into the center of the vehicle, and what I was doing is I was checking the bit rate on the front of the Live View Solo. Now 7,600 kilobytes a second is typically where we sit for a good connection, right? 7 meg. You should just call it meg, but it goes down to less than 1 meg. But when it went down to about 500 kilobits a second, that's when you're less than a meg up. So you need at least 7 meg to stream in 1080. You want 6 to 7. So whenever I looked down and saw it dropping down, it would go in like, usually goes in thousands, like 7, 6, 5.5, 4, 3, and it gets down to 2. I'm like, oh, okay. So when we get down to 1, it's all over, right? And that's when you guys started seeing the pixelization. But what I was doing, I'm driving. I can't start playing around with that and either resetting it or whatever. So I'm just waiting until we get to another town to start it again. And what we found in most of these instances was that the towns were so far apart. In particular parts of the drive, there was like, and the half an hour gap you're saying, that's literally because for that half an hour I was driving through forest with no, like, there was no town, so that therefore there's going to be no cell towers. There might have been 1 or 2 cell towers sporadically in the mountains for whatever, but no townships. So you need a population before they start putting main towers. So I was waiting for that, and the long gap that you're referring to was between Tomakan and Baril Lakes. I think that's the longest one, because I actually went and got fuel in that gap as well. Went and got a pie. Yeah, so that's not a separate issue. That is the towers. The trials up here are sick. The trails. Oh, hey, Hamish. How you doing, man? Your brother's in the chat too. Angus and Hamish, how you going, fellas? Okay, why is this important? So that's important because I'm streaming to the towers, Stella. So I need the towers to send the signal out. If I don't have a cell tower to connect to, and when you're driving at 100k an hour, you're connecting to multiple towers. So this here, what you're looking at here, is me streaming.
Like, we should be good.
This is me streaming directly in, so I'm not using...
Like we should be good here.
At this particular juncture, I'm not using my restream. So you lose alerts, you lose overlays, you lose the text on the screen here. You shouldn't have to reset it. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. And what happened on this particular stream? It should drop and reconnect. You're dead right, Perdbeer, but it doesn't. And so let's just skim forward here. So this is when I met the woman for the pickup of the solo. I just want to see an area where...
How far off are you? I need to go and feed the horses.
I want to see when it gets sketchy here. I know what you mean, Perdbeer. I know what you're saying.
Wow.
And I agree with you.
That's a hard turn. Now, no through road there. We'll cruise along this way. Look at all the people cruising around.
This is Maruya, right?
That's cool. They're all going down.
So this is... I think we found a dirt road here. Yeah, you're not going to have the 30-minute black spot. Exactly. The stream's just going to drop. The stream's just going to drop entirely, and it's probably going to happen here. Yeah, this is where the road becomes dirt, right?
Uradala National Park. Caravan park on the right.
I disagree. I think there's either a setting issue or it's the live view or the modem. I don't know. I mean, okay. I'm not sure how... I'm not trying to be facetious, Perdbeer, but I'm not sure what part you're not understanding. Like, either way, we drop a signal. On the one hand, you're saying the live view solo should pick it back up again when it reconnects, and maybe when you're restreaming back home to OBS, the pool server isn't picking it up again. So this is an example of that, because this isn't using the restream. This is literally just using straight into... This is direct into DLive right now. This is directly into the DLive server, not through OBS. This isn't going home first, then back out. This is going straight from live view into OBS, into DLive. And watch what happens here.
damn big caravan park.
Same
Wow.
sort of situation. We started to see
I'm
some.
getting horsey here.
Did you see that? We started to see some weird pixelization. That's a dropping. That's signal degradation.
Road's getting all horsey.
When the road becomes dirt.
Oh, dirt road.
Look at that.
Dirt road's always a good sign.
Degradation. Hey, I should make this full screen, by the way. I think you should talk to someone who spent an insane amount of time playing around with this stuff. I mean, yeah, I agree, and I do, I guess, chill outdoors and Van Frick, but I don't understand, like, I think we're hitting up against a wall here because you either lose signal or you don't. And what I'm saying is in Australia, you lose signal all the time because there's just not the cell coverage. Yeah, the Norwegian guy, that's chill outdoors. So there we are losing signal. And that's how it ended right there. That's not me pausing it. That's how it literally ended. So at that point, there's nothing I could do except, and by the way, I didn't know that was happening because I can't see the stream. So I'm driving along, and all I do is look down, and my live view solo said cannot connect or connection issue or something to that effect. It has a little blue box comes up the center of the screen, and you have to acknowledge it. You have to press like OK or cancel or whatever to remove that blue box. And when you do that, it just says it gives you the screen where it tells you it's not connected to a server, so it's no longer streaming. So at the expense of that happening, I would rather have, now if you go back down here and go back to the replays, what happens then when DLive catches on that the stream's dead, and you start, like if I go back down, if I go back down to my live view solo and hit like start stream again, like starting the stream, it takes a little while to connect. Once it does connect, it goes straight back into DLive and it automatically gives another stream, which looks like this when it starts. So it took that long for me to get to a place where we did have, because I started it and it was connecting, and then I look down and suddenly the bitrate starts going up. So therefore we're back into an area, because I'm driving the whole time, right? So I've done what you didn't see is I did a loop and I went straight back out of that area and I drove to where I knew we had reception because we could see the towers. So I was like, okay, we look down. Yeah, okay, it's climbing back up 2 meg, 3 meg, 4 meg, and bam, suddenly we're back on and the stream picks up. Yeah. I understand the tower issue. Okay, so the two issues. And I guess you're saying the two issues are the way that OBS reconnects the pool server versus the way DLive would potentially reconnect. Now, my point is, DLive will never reconnect it. If you drop signal and you're going naked into DLive, it'll always give you a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth, sixth, or seventh stream. So you'll always wind up with multiple replays like this. This probably isn't the greatest example of it because this is the one that we did through. Let me just pause that, Shizzle. This is the one we did, which is through the restream, and these two are the examples of the ones, because I deleted them. There was like heaps of them in between there, which it was stopping and starting, and I deleted them. Gil might be able to build you an LED light for Stevan that blinks when you lose signal. It's an interesting idea, like a warning, like things of so the signal's degraded. I want to have a look at restream.io because I do have a plan here. And I wonder if there is a... Am I not logged in here? It's telling me to sign up here. I've already logged in. Let me just do this off scene, I suppose. Password. Okay, I'm going to open it up in... What is OBS? OBS is a software program for live broadcasting. So anybody can use it. It's just a program that you use on a computer. I'm using it right now to compile the stream and then send the stream to the internet. So if I wasn't using OBS, you wouldn't have this layout like this. Why is my Restream asking for a password here? Saved logins. Let me just. Oh, I'm probably on the wrong browser here. Let me just open up a new browser. I'll open up Safari. I don't use. I thought I'd signed into Restream in Firefox, but I have not. Restream.io. Oh, I'm already signed in. Wow, that was interesting. Okay, I'm literally signed in here. Let's go over here. So this is my Restream. So I'm obviously not using it right now because this is probably an interesting test because I'm going directly into YouTube. I'm going from OBS direct into YouTube. I'm not using the live view solo at this particular juncture. I'm just going straight through my 4G connection. Only one of them too, by the way. So I don't know really where to look for this. I guess I could look at what my plan is. My plan. So if I go to upgrade, this will tell me what my plan is. So my plan is professional. I pay $490 a year for this plan. So live streaming is not cheap, folks. I pay $490 a year. You can see that right there for my Restream plan. Now that enables, well, hang on, that plus my $85 a month for my Optus connection and my, no, $90 for Optus and $75 for Telstra a month. Let me just do a little calculation here. Calculator. What is it? 85 by 12. That's $1,000. And then what was it? 90 by 12. What? Okay, so let's just call it $2,000. So basically I'm paying about $2,500 to live stream in its pure simplest form. But this gives me 3 custom extra destinations, stream pre-recorded videos. Didn't know I could do that. Recording 10 hours stream stored for 15 days. Okay, I don't do any of that. Video storage 10 out, don't do that. No Restream branding. Cool. Studio streams with your own logo and overlays. Cool. 3 RTM pull links. Oh, by the way, that's my plan, but that's what I pay. I got a half. Oh, you guys can't even see. That's too little, isn't it? That's what I pay. Sorry, that's my plan, $490, but I actually pay $245. I literally got a lifetime half price plan. But let's where do we work this out from? I guess let's just have a look at Restream low bandwidth. Oh no, it'd be offline low bandwidth banner. No, how would I search for this? Timsky, how you going, Tim? Restream low bandwidth. No, what am I searching for this? Restream no signal banner, I guess, something like that. I got a good deal, right? I got a good deal. A lifetime half price. Not just 1 year. Like every time I pay, it's half price. Restream offline banner, something like that. What do you reckon I should search for to get this? That's not Restream. Restream signal drop. Signal drop out. I mean, I could ask them. Let's ask them on the chat. Thanks for choosing Restream. I'm going to start another conversation. Getting started, plans and pricing, other tools and features. Something's not working. Can I watch streams, pre-recorded stream, building, other tools and features? Please choose from the following options: overlays, analytics, social alerts, transcoding, restream chat, titles, other, go back. It'd be an overlay, wouldn't it? Be an overlay. The graphics tab in Live Studio allows you to personalize your stream and make it truly unique and engaging. Here you can upload your own logos, backgrounds, video pre-rolls, and overlays. No, professional plan or hire is required to use your own graphics. Actually, I didn't know about graphics. You can find more information about graphics here. Let's have a look at that as well. Restream graphics feature. Upload your own logo, backgrounds, video pre-rolls, and overlays to make your streams unique. The graphics tab allows you to personalize your stream and make it truly unique and engaging. Here you can upload your own logos, pre-recorded. Okay. You can use your own logo instead of the Restream logo, which doesn't need to be there. If you want to add images on top of your stream, you can use overlays. Recommended size. So logo and overlays would be a GIF or something, or a PNG. You can upload and play videos on your stream. Requirements MP4. You can add up to 10 videos. When the video is selected, it will occupy the whole layout. So that would be like I'm going to the bathroom kind of thing. I'm taking a slash. Very handy for pre-rolls, post-rolls, and stream breaks. Yep. Upload the video and press on it to show it on the stream. The background picture will be displayed when your webcam and screen share is disabled. The background picture will be displayed when your webcam and screen share is disabled. That could be what this is. Maybe you can just do it on OBS. Maybe Woozle. You can also set the base style for your on-screen captions. Okay. I guess there's no such thing as a web browser on this, is there? Not a web browser, what am I trying to say? It's a different source. What am I, like an alert overlay. Please note, you cannot use Restream graphics when you are offline, like displaying an image when you are not streaming or having technical difficulties. So there you go, you can't do that in Restream. Let's ask them. I'm gonna say no. Please describe the question in as much details. Okay. I'm gonna say, hey guys, just wondering if there is a feature here on Restream that would enable me to display a I'm not going to call it technical difficulties. I'm going to say lost signal banner when my IRL stream moves between cell towers and drops the connection. And then I'll grab a screenshot of... we've already closed it. Shit. I guess I'll grab a screenshot of...
Holy shit.
This. Oh, they've already answered. Jeez, they're quick, aren't they?
Full-time, Seth.
Please wait. Okay. They didn't answer. They just told me to wait.
So much for the contributions you've made financially and the PayPal donation.
Okay, that's the wrong one. I'm just trying to get a screenshot of when the screen, stream looks heinous.
Okay, it says offline. Says it's on. Dirt road.
Like that.
Dirt road's always. Wow. I'm getting horsey here.
Actually, that's not the best example. I'll get this example. The end of the first one, isn't it? The end of the first one, this one here. At the end of this.
Working or not?
We have an answer already.
I could check it.
I heard the blop. I'll just pause that there because I did hear someone come back. Oh, he's assisting. That's just the message, the generic message from Jeff. Okay, this is what it looks like when it starts to fail. Ah, that's how that one ended. I can't recall where it was. We don't have a feature like that at the moment, but that is a great idea, so I'll make this suggestion for you. Ah, shit. Ah, sorry to hear that. Bugger. Sorry to hear. Sorry this isn't a feature already, considering you offer RTMP pool servers. Is it possible to reset your modem by a software switch? You might be interested in our failsafe backup stream, which is available with the business plan. So they don't they don't have the most simplest thing, an offline banner when the signal degrades, but they want to upgrade me to a higher paid plan. Wow, that's not going to help when I'm out of range. Far out. I'll just say thanks, but a lost signal isn't going to work no matter what plan I am on. Thanks, but a lost signal while IRL streaming isn't going to work no matter what plan I'm on. At the moment, if the signal is lost, the stream simply shuts down like it normally would, but this would allow you to keep a feed going on a different server if your initial stream drops. That makes no sense. If my connection from here or from wherever I am to the internet isn't connected to any internet, it doesn't matter what plan I'm on, there's no connection. Pudby, if it was possible, you could script that if, say, the audio dropped, then you would run a modem reset. Oh, failsafe backup stream means that you would leave the backup stream running on a PC at home. So when your mobile signal drops, it switches to the PC stream. Oh, okay. It would work, but the business stream is probably more expensive. Why have I got a number 1 up there, by the way? Let's have a look at this. Failsafe. Everything you need to know about failsafe stream backup. What is it? How does it work? Failsafe stream backup, or simply fallback, is an automated system that switches between 2 of your incoming streams in case of any troubles with your main stream source without interrupting your stream for your viewers. Okay. To get this, you need to subscribe to the business plan or request it in the enterprise package. Let's see how much it is. I said, I understand it more now after reading. That would certainly work. Just checking the dollars required. Let's just check. So if I change to my plan, if I change to a business plan, edit my plan. Jesus. Business plan is $1.5 grand a year. Wow. Wow. I do not have that kind of money. I mean, that would be tits though, right? Wow. The only issue, however, is that I don't believe it works with cell phones, just PC, as the encoder settings have to be exactly the same for the switch to work from server to server. Ah, okay. Okay. Well, it seems like this isn't appropriate for IRL streamers. If you ever have plans to enable something similar on a professional plan such as what I am on, I would be happy to beta test it for you. 5,000% increase. Boo. Yeah, that is unhelpfully expensive. That's a rad word. I imagine if you were streaming to 3,000 people all the time and sending super chats and never lurking with thumbs down, I'd completely agree. I'd go for it at that point, but I just do not have the money for that. Hell no. Hell no. No. I mean, I just got a couple of super chats. How much more do I need? And that's yearly. That's not just a one-off payment. That's every year. So you'd want to be doing IRL literally every day. That's insanely expensive, right? Wow. And it's insane. Better get hustling. Dude, I've been hustling hard, man. I've been hustling hard. We just lost a whole lot of payments on D-Live. We don't get the BTT staking rewards we used to. Fuentes is gone. Maybe they would give you the 50% deal. That Purd, that is with the deal, dude. That is with the deal. I'll definitely take that. So I said, okay, well, this doesn't seem like it's appropriate for IRL streamers, but if you ever have plans to enable something similar on a professional plan, such as what I'm on, I'd be happy to beta test it for you. He said, I'll definitely take note of that for you, as it is a good suggestion. Cell phone streaming can be kind of tricky since there are many opportunities for eruptions. I'm gonna link him to my D-Live. Where's my It really is. I enjoy IRL, but the tech issues are somewhat hindering my process. But take a look here at what I am achieving with the tech I do have, which is in brackets 2x 4G modems into a live view solo, sending to restream, then a pool server, from restream back home to OBS for overlays, then out to the internet. Just giving him a I'm just promoting myself here, right? I'm hustling. Did you see what I wrote on Discord? Purd beer. I haven't checked yet. I haven't checked yet. So by the way, those are the plans. So this is, so the plan I'm on, it should be $490 a year, but I get it for $245, as you can see here with my mouse. There's my mouse here. And then if you scroll down, the company plans The one I need is actually 2,990 a year. So that's about $3,000 a year, but I'd be getting it for half price. That is with the deal. Yeah. A mod on a very popular channel said he had heard from 2 different old school streamers that in the last days, Amazon delivered an ultimatum to DLive, which is the cause of the mass X tag situation. That would make sense. I wonder if any other IRL servers offer backup streams at a lower rate. I hadn't even considered that there were others out there. I just thought DLive, Restream was the only place to do that, but that's a very valid point. You know what we should do though? Let's have a look at OBS. No, that won't work. I was going to say let's have a look at OBS low bandwidth offline banners, but that won't work because my OBS never loses the bandwidth. It's just it's just when the LiveView Solo loses the bandwidth. So I guess we should look for that then. LiveView Solo low bandwidth or offline banner. Offline banner. I guess I'd have to dig deep for this, wouldn't I? Oh, these are just the warnings. I guess I'd have to look deep into this, but what about StreamYards? StreamYards is just an overlay software, isn't it? It's like another OBS. Yeah, this is just like an OBS, but it's browser based. Yeah, that's not what we need. Yeah, it's just another OBS, but you can use a free version with their logos, or you can pay for it and remove the logos. So I don't need that. But let's just do a search for IRL servers, IRL server. IRL without limits. GoLightstream.com. IRL without limits. How it works: easily add an RTMP source to receive remote live feeds and set up a destination channel. Yep. Design your stream with images, alerts, and multiple scenes with different layouts. Lightstream automatically composes all your layers whenever you go live. Use your mobile phone to switch scenes and stop your stream. I mean, that sounds good. You say in Chuligong like me, early. Personalized. I mean, this is kind of what we want, right? Net TV in the house. Yo, Net TV. How you doing, man? Nice to see you, buddy. Like for getting low latency streams from remote back to the streaming system. Yeah. That's what... There. We're just looking at different ways to disconnect protection with Be Right Back. Don't lose your audience when you lose signal. Cloud streaming keeps your channel live with a message to your audience until you regain connection. I mean, that's exactly... Pretty much what we're seeing right here is exactly what I need, right? It's got the overlays. It's got a disconnect protection with Be Right Back. It's got remote control from your phone. It's literally... They're literally showing someone doing it in IRL. Start, stop, and switch scenes on a mobile device. Create starting soon. Be Right Back, and alternate layouts for your stream. I noticed you on here, not DLive. Yeah, I'm streaming. I always do a weekly stream on YouTube. I don't know why. YouTube hates me, but I do it. I do it anyway. I do it anyway. Mixing multiple sources. I mean, this pretty much looks like what I need, right? This looks exactly like what I need. I mean, all plans upgraded the creator plan in your account settings. Take advantage of these unique features. All plans can you guys see that? All plans include text, image, webcams, and video clips, third-party integrations for alerts and dynamic content, automatically go live when your media feed is received, remote control with your phone, go live, stop your broadcast and see and switch off from your browser, disconnect protection, your channel stays live and your audience informed until you regain signal, cloud sync and storage, unlimited streaming hours, live chat support. Why has that got an asterisk? Unlimited streaming hours, why has that got an asterisk? The asterisk goes nowhere. If you're gonna put an asterisk next to something, you've gotta fucking have the... Where does the asterisk go? So, gamer plan. Console streams with overlays and alerts, $7 a month. Maximum $7.20. The creator plan, advanced live video production, $20 a month at $7.20 or $40 a month at $10.80. Well, I'm definitely going $10.80. Access to the gamer plan as well, plus remote guests up to 7, RTMP sources up to 4, custom RTMP destinations, PC screen share. That's what I need. It's still not cheap though. It's actually cheaper than Restream. What's this one called? This one's called Go Lightstream. I mean, why are the destinations only... I'm not signing up like that. I just wanted to have a look at it, you fuckers. Go Lightstream. I mean, this looks very, very convincing. And it's all browser based. I wouldn't even need to have my laptop on. Huh. I wonder if I can do a trial. I've got to trial this shit, right? Oh, by the way, I was talking on Restream. Not there. That does look very clear and consistent for mobile. The audio sounds clear as well. There is a little buffering sometimes, but that my computer, but it looks stable overall. Yeah, and I'll say, yeah, I have it down. I have the tech all sorted, except for when we drop signal. I'm currently looking into alternatives. There is a online browser version, a browser software. There is browser software. There is browser software. Whoops. Software from a... What are they called? Lightstream. From browser software from Lightstream. I'm trying to Lightstream Studio that looks like it might be more suitable for me. I'm trying to let them know that I might be leaving Restream because this, I mean, if I can do a trial here, I'll go ahead and do a trial and we'll see how that works. I mean, I'd love to try this. Support? Let's have a look at their support page. Will they stream to DLive? Custom RTMP server at that point. Yeah, custom RTMP server. So you just set up an RTMP. And that was part of the... Let's see what Jeff's got to say. Let's have a look at their knowledge base. I guess let's just read the frequently read articles. Okay, so you're going to add music to it. Okay, well that's interesting. Cool. What's Jeff saying? He's still writing. You may still need to restream to restream so you can then push it to wherever you want to go. That's true, Woozle. That's true. You're right there. I'm sure if you email and explain things, they'll give you a free trial. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could ask them here, right? There's a online chat. I'm thinking that if you're using an RTM pool back into OBS, this could be achieved by using the failsafe backup with a second OBS running from a different server. Such as this article. Yeah, we actually just read that, didn't we? Yeah, we read that. No, we didn't read this. It looks like the same article. Everything you need to know about failsafe stream backup. What is it? How does it work? It's an automated system that switches between two of your incoming streams in case of any troubles. Setting up. To get this option, you'll need to... So we didn't bother with it because we needed to change the plan to $1,000. $1,500 actually. Let me just close that tab there. So thanks, Jeff. I'll say yeah. I will continue my investigations into the best way forward. Cheers for the help. Maybe drop the middleman and set up your own RTMP server at home. I did look into that, and there's a hell of a lot more to it, especially for overlays and shit. Like, I could set up an RTMP server, but I wouldn't be able to do chat, overlays, beginning, intro, and then controlling it remotely from away. And I'm using TeamViewer right now to do that, and it's extremely clunky. Like, extremely clunky. Let's have a live chat with these guys. Hey guys, just had a quick question regarding your service. Woozle, what is your email address? I don't want to put my email in just yet. Look into IRL Hub Wiki, they got resources. Dude, trust me, man, I've looked into all that shit. I looked into setting up my own RTMP server almost at the beginning of my streaming career, and the only thing stopping me is how do you control that when you're away from home. And I know about WebSockets, I know about opening up port forwarding, I know about 4444 in OBS. I've done it all. I'm using it. It's clunky. This Go Light stream looks better. Looks definitely better. Our support team is currently unavailable, but we'll be back to answer your questions ASAP. No worries. Okay, we'll just we'll minimize that. Visit our knowledge base. Beat after beat, thumbs up, peeps. Hey, beat after beat, how you doing, man? Browse all categories, getting started, frequently asked questions, tips, tricks, and frequently asked questions. Let's have a look at that. Can I broadcast to multiple destinations with Lightstream? While Lightstream doesn't natively allow broadcasting to multiple destinations, our standalone studio product, this is what you're going to say, punch in your RTMP for restream, and off you go. As now you can stream to Switchboard Live with our custom RTM destination. What is Switchboard Live? Switchboard is a great way to multi-stream live videos across all platforms, such as Facebook, YouTube. We have an article that goes through what is custom RTMP destinations. You can find the article here. Our RTMP destination feature is used to broadcast to platforms that we don't currently support natively or may need a bit more configuring and flexibility. The destination will appear alongside our native destinations in the stream settings. So there you go. You can stream to anywhere. And an RTMP could be DLive, or it could be my RTMP into Restream, which then sends it out to all the other places. Oh, I'm tired. I'm gonna go for a surf very soon, I think. Oh, that's the frequently asked questions. Let's go back to frequently asked questions. I mean, I'll definitely take a trial here. I'll definitely take a trial here. British. That's English, sorry, not British. Advanced features. Let's have a look at the advanced features. How do I add a scene transition? How do I add a video file? Looks good. Looks good. They got a section on IRL. Oh, this just filters them down. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna look into this, folks. I'm gonna look into this deeper. Have fun. See you later. No worries, Beth. I think we're gonna split here as well. What I was gonna say is, as far as IRL streaming in Australia, because of this issue we have with the cell towers and the lack of cell towers, I do want to... If you've already seen that, sorry, I've been stepping away now and again to check on dinner at the stove. No worries, Woozle. Train Hobo, hello Train Hobo, how you doing? So as far as IRL goes, I think we need to look into the offline options, like the offline banner. I like the idea of this light stream being browser-based, so I don't need to even have my laptop on at home. So basically, the signal goes out from where I am, and if we drop signal, it comes up with an offline banner. It almost seems too good to be true. If I can customize that shizzle, and I can add in my Tidy Labs alerts, and I can add in any browser alert source, then this is basically, aside from text-to-speech, we didn't really look at that. Does it have text-to-speech? TTS. Is there text-to-speech? Have a beat-crushing weekend, Gibbs. Thank you, beat after beat. That didn't come up with text-to-speech. Let's just type in text-to-speech. Nah, it doesn't seem to have... I mean, that's another issue, right? Text-to-speech. While we're driving along, I need to have that read out to me. But we could probably look into that. At this point, the offline banner seems to be the most critical thing. So I'm going to look into that. I'm definitely excited by this. Woozle, we have the same problem in Canada. Sketchy reception. US IRL streamers are light years ahead of in terms of consistent signal. I'd agree. We watched JAI Trucking on DLive. Driving his truck at 100 miles an hour. Not 100, 80 miles an hour. Never having a problem. Whereas I drive through towns and we drop signals willy-nilly. So this is looking good. I got to tell you, I will inquire about a trial, and if it works, then I will definitely sign up for that. $20 a month, I can swing that, I think. But folks, thank you for a wonderful stream here. Yeah, IRL streaming in Australia, how it works, but without a cell phone tower, it's very sketchy. We understand that. We know that's how it works. That is how it works. We're going to get around it. I'm stoked I found this. I'll see you all on DLive later on today. Home Brews and Kong's 10 Songs Volume 17.